G'day, how you going? This is day 1 or 2 video working with the Witness X Coral Reef Colt. The aim of today is pretty much just doing some what's called round penning. So I'm looking for, the reason why I do this is to just see how easy it is for me to move his feet, so get him to move forwards, and also how easy it is to get him to listen to me as well. So the goal of this is to establish direction, so get him to move around, and then when I step in front of his shoulder, I want him to turn into me and move into the centre of the round yard. The end goal is to have him follow me around and rest with me, get his air back with me in the centre of the round yard as well. So if I step in front of him and he turns into me and then turns in direction I don't want him to, so it gives me turns his ass to me, really. I'll quickly change directions with him like I did just then and send him back the opposite direction. So he always has to learn that he has to turn into me and never turn away from me. He got this drill really, really well. He's doing everything, pretty sweet, and then sort of got to the point where I quickly was able to get him to rest in the centre, and then I'll walk around to his hip and get him to yield his hip around, and that's the start to then for me to spiral out and get him to follow me. So the goal is to get him to follow me and stand with me in the centre of the round yard, to teach him to pretty much want to be with me. If you can get the horse to rest and get his air back whilst he's standing next to you, it's a great way for him to associate being with you. Is a fantastic option. So you do this, and it helps get them to want to stand still when you're doing other things with them later on, and also gets them to want to follow you around and be with you as well. So that's pretty much a goal of that. And then from there, I'll desensitize him with a stick and string, and then I'll ask him to lunge off and do the first bit of some lunging work with him on the end of the long line. So the goal of this is, some of these horses coming from the sales have already been lunged before, but for me, lunging is the basis of everything I want to do to prepare him to be ridden. So I'm just asking him to move off now and just go around me in a nice circle, and you see he automatically sort of understands to move off away from the pressure with the stick and lunge around. So he picked this up pretty well, and I was pretty happy with how he went. After I did some lunging with him, it's pretty much just back to balancing that out with some desensitizing. So I've got the stick and bag here. He initially wanted to worry about and freak out and run away, which I usually do. So I just kept waving the bag until he wanted to stand there with his feet still, and understood that the scary object wasn't going to hurt him. So it's just pretty much the goal of this is to chuck as many scary things at him as possible and have him understand, as you progressively increase the scariness of them, I suppose is the best way to say. He just pretty much learns to stand there with you and not be afraid of things. So I'm trying to get the spookiness out of him. Once I desensitized the air around him, I then wanted to rub him all over with the bag. This helps me sort of understand if he's got any tendencies to kick out or lash out, and he's a pretty sweet dude, so he didn't have any shit in him and stood there and copped it pretty nicely. So from here, I'll look to do some mouthing exercises and keep on with the desensitizing. But I was really happy with how he went, and today was a good day.